Hey guys, so yeah, I wanted to teach you guys the basics of just riding around on your skateboard. You know, that's the most basic kind of fundamental thing is that you want to get good at first before you start doing tricks. Is just spend a lot of time riding around. So when you guys are riding around, you've got to first learn which foot you have first. If you're your left foot forward, or if you're right foot forward. And yeah, and I'll show you guys some other ways to help tell which foot forward you are. And for me, myself, I'm a left foot forward. So that left foot forward stance, that's what's called the regular stance. And it doesn't mean anything else other than that. It just means left foot forward, that's all it means. And then the other way, the right foot forward way, that's what's called the goofy stance. And same thing, doesn't mean anything. The word goofy doesn't really mean anything other than right foot forward, even though it's kind of a funny name to call your stance, calling it goofy stance. And yeah, I'll show you guys some ways to learn what stance you are. A really good way, I think, is to find a tile floor, like in a kitchen or something like that, and slide around in your socks to see which foot forward is more comfortable for you. If you're more comfortable with your left foot forward or your right foot forward. And I'll show you guys in the kitchen a little later what I mean by that. You know, sliding around in your socks to tell which stance is your stance. So yeah, guys, I'm over here in the kitchen now, and I wanted to show you guys what I meant by helping to find out what your stance is by sliding around in your socks. So yeah, go and take off your shoes or your slippers, and just come in here and just slide around like that, and try to find out which foot you naturally is more comfortable to be your lead foot. So you know, try it out and see if is your lead foot your left foot forward, which is the regular stance, or is your lead foot forward the right foot forward, which is called the goofy stance. So yeah, come out, try if you do have a place like this, like a kitchen with some tile floor, come in here and try it out. Try sliding around in your socks to try to find out what your stance is. But when you guys start riding around, it's just put your whichever foot forward is your front foot forward, put it on, and you're gonna just walk like that. You know, kind of keep putting the next foot forward like that, just like you're walking. And as you get better at it, put your back foot on and just do that. Just take it nice and easy. Yeah, just get used to walking like that. And when you guys are pushing, you'll start out with just doing that, and then putting your foot back down. And that transition that into just giving it a really good push. And when you're pushing and riding and rolling away, it's best to turn your foot like that to roll around and ride. And then when you're going to push again, turn your foot forward so that your toes pointed forward again. And when you're ready to just roll around and ride around, just turn your foot like that. And just roll around. And when you're ready to stop, you just put your back foot down. So if you're going fast, just put your back foot down, and you can just keep doing that until you stop. To stop is you can put your foot down and drag your foot. I usually don't do that because it kind of wears out your shoe. But yeah, just another way to stop, dragging your foot like that. Thing you guys want to learn after you get good at rolling around and riding around and stopping, you want to learn your kick turns. Learn your backside kick turns first. So that means you're turning this way. And so the good way to start learning your backside kick turns is you want to just stop where you're still and just turn like that. So that'll be the backside kick turn. And yeah, if it's kind of hard to do, just do it just little by little, like that, just a little bit. And then frontside kick turns, they'll be a little bit harder because you're turning in the direction that you're not really facing. You just do the frontside kick turns like that. Just do them little by little. And then after you guys have your kick turns down, next thing you want to learn is your tic-tacs. And the cool thing about the tic-tacs is you can use them instead of pushing as a way to move forward. So you just, to do your tic-tac, just kind of move side to side, do a backside kick turn, then a front side, and just do that. It'll move you forward when you do that. So keep doing your tic-tacs and keep moving forward like that. You're doing your tic-tacs. Move your shoulder in the direction you're going to move. Turn your head and shoulders, and then your feet and your board will move. But start with moving your shoulders first. Turn your head and shoulders, and then move your body. And if you guys are doing your kick turns and your tic-tacs, you need to remember to turn your head and shoulders first, and then turn the board. Because before you turn your head and shoulders, that'll control the direction where the board moves. So I'm turning front side, my board moves. Turning back side, my board moves. So remember to turn your head and shoulders like that to get that movement. And the next thing I want you guys to learn is the crab walk. Yeah, it's just a simple thing like that. Kind of like walking from side to side, like that, like a crab. And same thing with your crab walk. With moving your head and shoulders. You turn your head and shoulders. Turn your head and shoulders. And it'll help you to do that crab walk. And the next trick you guys got to learn is the standing tail stop. And I know it's something that kind of messes up the tail of your skateboard, but it's good to learn because it kind of gives you the skill of putting your tail on the ground, to kind of give you that skill for learning how to ollie. Get on your board and just lean back and drag your tail to stop. Just lean back like that. And slide on the tail like that to stop. And you don't want to do it too often because you don't want to mess up your tail. But yeah, still a good skill to learn for riding around on your board. You never know when you might need that skill to stop like that when you're riding around. Yeah, so the next skateboarding skill I want you guys to learn is to turn by leaning. You're turning by leaning. You're riding around, just lean on your heels and you'll turn to the hillside. Lean on your toes, turn to your toe side. Just spend a lot of time riding around and move that way. And move the other way. just go from side to side like that. Turn by leaning. Put your weight down on your toes, turn that to toe side. Put your weight down on your heels, turn to the back side. Yeah, hope you guys have fun just riding around and turning by leaning. And yeah, enjoying the day. And the next skill I want you guys to learn is your 180 pivots. The back side and front side, 180 pivots. So for that, let's see, it's best to learn your back side first. So turning that way. So to do these, just that's what it looks like. Just standing still and pivoting 180 like that. Just do a pivot. And yeah, if that's too hard to do, that full 180 pivot, try just doing it little by little until you get it. And yeah, then do your front side 180 pivots. The front side is a little bit harder because you're turning, like looking backward, looking over your shoulder. But yeah, same thing. Just do that and do a 180 pivot. And same thing, if they're getting too hard to do, just try doing them little by little, like a little pivot at a time. So yeah, try those backside and 180 pivot. So as you guys be sure to spend a lot of time riding around and spending a lot of time practicing all of those different riding around moves, all those techniques for riding around, and just try to spend a lot of time getting good at riding around, and be sure to enjoy yourself riding around. Enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine. I know it's frustrating if you're, especially if you're not good enough to do tricks yet. But yeah, just be sure to have fun riding around. Just have a good time and enjoy the day. Enjoy the fresh air. Enjoy the sunshine. To be sure to not get frustrated that if you can't do any tricks yet, if all you can do is ride around. But yeah, just riding around is just a lot of fun. So just be sure to spend time enjoying yourself. Make sure you enjoy yourself when you're riding around. And always remember, guys, the most important thing about learning to skateboard and getting good at riding around is to be sure to have fun. So yeah, get on your board and make sure you have some fun while you're doing it. So see you guys in the next video.